So when I retired in 2006, my regular military pay got cut in
half.
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 When I retired, my regular military pay got cut in half. The pay that I was getting twice a month, now I'm only getting it. How many times a month do I get my pay?
Once a month.
Once a month. And it got cut in
half.
Half. It got cut in half. Now, I want you to hear this. 20-something years in the Army, and I'm very thankful for my retirement pay. I'm very thankful for everything that I have. So my retirement pay got cut in half. So what happens now, team, if something happens to me, God forbid? What happens to my retirement pay? My wife still gets it, but guess what? It gets cut in
half.
Half.
Well, it depends.
Well, go ahead.
Well,
go ahead, Al.
you and I have probably did the right thing because the only reason why they get half of our half is because we had to pay a monthly fee for the rest of for a long time. I think I saw a statement the other day. I got about 10 more years left. Now, people remind yourself, I retired in 2003. I think Larry, they told me I got 10 to 15 more years to pay that $100 a month for my wife to get a half of my retirement check. And that's only if she outlives me.
That's right. And that's crazy. So let's move to our civilian buddies, okay, Al? Let's move to our civilian folks that have a 401k. Okay, let's talk 401k for a moment. Listen, team, first of all, I want you to understand, you guys are probably know this because you've heard me say it, the 401k is not designed for you, it's designed for that business owner. It is not designed for you. It is designed for the business owner. But let me just ask you this. With what we have going on right now, do you think, Al, this is another question, Dale, you can answer, one of y'all, don't matter, but do you think all of the companies that has closed their doors right now, do you think once all this is over that all these companies are going to come back 100% strong, or do you think some of these companies are going to have to fold?
They're going to fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, I think a lot of these companies, and I'm not speaking this over the companies, but I think a lot of companies are going to have to fold. So Tanker said like a suitcase.
Like a suitcase, pack it up and go to the house.
So let me ask you this. You have a 401k with that company. This is your retirement, money that you're expecting to retire with. So this company folds. What happens to your 401k? I'll tell you, it's gonna fold. You're absolutely right. So here's the thing: your 401k is going to fold with the company. Now, understand this, team. That doesn't mean that you lose your 401k. It isn't gone, but it's going to be folded with that company until that company comes out of litigations, from bankruptcy or closing. So money you've been putting aside in a 401k that you think is for your retirement, if that company folds, your money is still stuck there until all the paperwork, all the litigations are over. That's when you have access to your money. But what if the stocks that this company, they used to have mutual funds, annuities. What if these annuities and mutual funds that your 401k is in during the time that your company folds is going down? What can you do? I'll tell you what you can do. Absolutely nothing but ride it out. Listen, that is why it's so important for us to be doing what we're doing. So here's my next question to you, team. This is about your Carrot Bit account. I'm going to ask you, is your Carrot Bit account dormant or is it active? Is your Carrot Bit account dormant or is it active? Well, Al, I know what the answer is for yours. Dale, I know what the answer is for yours. So what's the difference between an active account and a dormant account? And why is there a big difference? Let's talk about it from a stocks perspective.
What you
let's
got?
say, let's say that you have stocks, right? And the market start crashing. We go to what's called a bear market. Okay, we start falling into, you know, decreasing the value of your stocks. Well, most people, unfortunately, have to ride it out. That account becomes dormant, meaning that they're waiting for it to pick back up. It stays dormant. But that's not the way it should be. Your account should remain active, because when prices are dropping, you guys know it. What's the law? Buy low, sell high, right? So when things are dropping, we should be doing what? We should be buying. When our KBC coin dropped, what should we have been doing? We should have been buying. But what did we do? We sat there and we looked at it. We just sat and watched. Every other day, we log into our Caribbean account. Okay, KBC coin still low. Let me log out. Huh. That's not how we build wealth, team. We build wealth by buying low and selling high. We buy low and hold on to it, and then we sell it once it gets high, if that's what we want to do. So if your Caribbean account has been dormant during this time, shame on you. Your account should be active. We should be actively trading. Yes, sir. Did you have a?
Yeah, is it still low right now?
It is still low right now.
Hey,
We'll talk after this, Coach Taft.
well, I'm gonna give you guys a couple examples here in a minute. I'm gonna show you where it is and where and why. I'm gonna give you guys a couple examples.
I'm buying today.
See, I knew Al had a plan.
Yes,
I knew Al. I knew you had a plan, brother. I knew you had a plan.
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna tell you, we have to really do this thing, y'all, because guess what? I don't know if you looked in your Caribbean account recently, but KBC is what? Is on the move. It is getting back on the move, and I'm gonna show you some slides here in a minute. But listen, we have to keep building this thing. You can't have a stagnant Caribbean account. You have to be building. You have to be creating momentum for you, for your coins, for your future. The last thing that I want to do, brother-in-law, the last thing I want to do is leave my family dead. I don't want to do that. The last thing I want to do is leave my son Elijah dead. I will not do that. I will not, because I'm constantly building. I am constantly creating. I am constantly moving forward. Because what happens when you have a stagnant body of water? What happens to it, Al? You got a pond just sitting there that's stagnant, water ain't moving. What happens to that water?
It gets stale, starts stinking.
It starts stinking. Look, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna stink. I am not about to start stinking. That's why I'm steadily moving. Now, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to share a little presentation with you, just a couple of slides. And then once I finish with these slides, Al, you come on back out, brother. Let me get my screen up here. There we go. Look at that picture. Look at all those streams. This is exactly what we should be creating. We should be creating streams of income. We should be creating streams of revenue. This is what we need to be doing. We need to be creating streams, and we can do that. And you know what? Al is going to talk about diversification in systems that we already have access to. So would you rather have a lot of streams like this, or would you rather have this? So let me ask you, what happens when this stream dries up? What happens? Exactly. So last thing, next thing I want to talk to you about is things that's going on right now that we're seeing across the globe. So let's say that, unfortunately, God forbid, that the company that you work for does not open back up. How diversified are your skill sets? Where else can you go and find income? Here's a question. How long can you live? How long can you live on unemployment? How long? Here's the next question. Does unemployment last forever? No, it doesn't. You better take advantage of the system that you have to start building and growing, and stop letting your Caribbean account be stagnant. Stop letting your Caribbean account be dormant. Stop doing that. Get in there, work that bad boy, get some momentum, get some movement, start getting your coins. Keep doing that. And Al's gonna share some other things with you. So let's say that the company that I work for folds. Now I have to find a different job somewhere else, right? Hopefully I can find something where I have skill sets. But let me ask you this. Are you guys familiar? I'm going to give you two words. Are you familiar with the word nepotism? Do you know what nepotism means? What about cronyism? Nepotism and cronyism. During this time, these two terms are really prevalent when people lose jobs. They're already prevalent as it is. So nepotism is the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives or friends. I hope you got a friend that can give you the hookup. Listen, you got two friends right now giving you the hookup. We're telling you about carrot bars and carrot bit. Cronyism is the appointment of friends and associates to position of authority without proper regard to what their skill sets are. In other words, Dale knows me really well. Dale owns his own company, or he works for a company, and he's way up there on the totem pole. I just lost my job. I don't have I am not nearly qualified to work for the company that Dale works for, work for the company that he owns. I don't have the qualifications. But because he knows me, he gets me a job. Al over here, on the other hand, this guy has every degree under the sun, tons of experience. But Dale doesn't know him that well. So Dale hires me. People call it the good old boy system. Listen, it is alive and well. And if you don't think that that's going to come out the woodworks now with what's going on, I'm telling you, family will hook up family members. You can have all the qualifications in the world. So what am I saying? I'm saying that there's no cronyism in carrot bit. There's no nepotism in carrot bit, in carrot bars. None. What you do is what you do. All right. This is a new slide that just came out the other day. I haven't gone through all of it. I don't know everything in details, but I do see that the coin is already moving. Listen, they are putting this whole ecosystem together. That's what Al and I have been telling you. We've been trying to tell y'all, they're getting it together. At the bottom on the left side, it says potential for those who hold KBC. Those are the coins. Gains from the asset increase uses as payment methods exchange to gold or fiat within the carrot bars ecosystem. Listen, these coins are getting ready to fly, y'all. They are getting ready to fly. They're putting it all together. Yeah, Marvin messed up a whole lot of stuff when he became a thief, but you know what? I'm not even mad at him, Dale. Yeah, I wanted to go strangle him a couple of times. Yeah, I wanted to lay hands. I did. Remember, me and you was going to go to Germany and we was going to get old Marvin. But you know, hey, God spoke to us and told us not to. He said, "Hey, just get you a super node." That's what he said. But listen, that has given us time, y'all, to get us more coins. It has given us time to do the things that we needed to do. But again, we sat there and we let our Caribbean accounts be dormant. Last slide that I want to share. This thing is almost complete, y'all. Our crypto debit card. So when you trade coins in Caribbean on Caribbean exchange platform, you can convert your coins to cash and put them on this card that is coming out. You can also buy other cryptocurrency. You can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum on our exchange and put your earnings on this card. You can cash some of your gold, your Unival that you have in Caribbean. You can convert it to cash and put it where? On this card. Man. Come on back, Al. Come on back, brother.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, our folks better get busy. We better get with it. We better wake up. We better wake up, man.
That's right. Well, and let me. I'm gonna tell you why Larry is saying, why he's saying we better wake up, man. I'm not gonna do a full presentation because it'll probably take me about 35, 45 minutes to do the actual presentation. And when I do it, I actually want to do a slideshow. By the time I put a slideshow together, it might be sometime next month. So I figure I better just come on out and do what I usually do. I like to, I'm not the technological guy like Larry. He's a tech guy.
Come on, coach.
So I come out here and I kind of tell you like it is. Let me ask this question. Let me go ahead and break it down like this. We got about, 14, 15 people on the call. Who knows the history of Bitcoin? If you know the history of Bitcoin, type in the chat room and say I do or me. Now I won't even ask you the history. Who knows when was the first Bitcoin? When was the first Bitcoin purchase? Real time, real world purchase. Does anybody know? Somebody says 08. Tanker says 08. Somebody says for pizza. Yep, that's right. That's right. It was actually in 2010 when they made that first real world purchase. Okay. Let me give you a little bit of a history. And the reason why I want to do that is because we have a lot of people in carrot bars who, they say, well, yeah, I'm in carrot bars. And then, they get all dressed up. I was telling Larry this the other day. I heard old Reverend T.D. Jakes. He had a little, I listened to him and I listened to a lot of inspirational people, he said, some people, they get all dressed up on Sunday morning to go to church, and they put their Sunday best on, and then they go to church and they end up, stuck in the lobby. They never even make it inside of inside of the main church and get the sermon. They get stuck in the lobby talking to people who came there with the intentions of never really going inside anyway, So the people that was supposed to be, that wanted to go there to get the word, they got all dressed up and they just got stuck in the lobby talking to people without a purpose. It's kind of what we do in carrot bars. People tell you about it, you get all excited, and you get all dressed up and say, I'm a business owner, man, I'm getting ready to go out here and I'm gonna make some money. But then you kind of get caught in the lobby, you just dressed up and you ain't going nowhere because you talk to all those people who say that they're in carrot bars, they're gonna make money, but then they don't really have a why. They don't really have a dream. They just thought they were gonna get away, they were gonna come into carrot bars and they were gonna get rich overnight. They said, oh man, what, I could buy some gold, and I bought it. So they thinking they're gonna come in here and they're gonna buy all this gold and then they're gonna go down the street and they're gonna sell it and make a profit. No, that's not what it's about, right? they thought, and then we had this big time bubble that happened in 2018. We had, Karatbars, they started, they started checking out cryptocurrencies. They started hearing this cryptocurrency thing was kind of real. This digital money stuff was kind of real, right? So in 2018, he started investigating it a couple of years before 2018. But what happened in 2018, Larry? What did we come out with?
KBC coin.
We came out with our own cryptocurrency, people. We came out with the KCB and the KBC coin, right? And so we jumped out of there, boy, we started getting people in here joining Karatbars by the boatload, because they said, man, they heard that these cryptocurrencies, these KBC coins was gonna be worth a gram of gold, or they're gonna be worth some gold, right? So people thought, well, I'm gonna jump in here because he guaranteed me that I'm gonna be able to exchange 1 gram of gold for how many coins, Larry? How many coins for 1 gram of gold?
Starting out at first?
Yeah.
100?
Yeah. So they said, man, I'm gonna get me a whole bunch of these coins. And some people thought that a whole bunch of coins was 1,175 because, that's what they were gonna get, right? When they joined up and they bought just a bronze package or whatever, they got about 1,100 coins, 1,175 coins, something like that. So they say, boy, I'm gonna get rich. They thought they were gonna be able to exchange those 1,175 coins, right away and turn into a gram of gold. That's quite a few, anyway, they thought they were gonna get rich overnight. Okay. So, but Karatbars didn't develop this plan for you to get rich overnight. And I'm sorry if this is your first time on the call, or if you just got in Karatbars a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and you thought that you were gonna be rich already. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's not the way it happens. That's not what it was designed for. Nobody ever, if anybody promised you that you were gonna get rich overnight, they were trying to scam you. Karatbars is not a scam. It's not a scheme. It's not one of them get rich quick schemes. That's why we lose a lot of people. A lot of people sign up because it's free, but then they don't get rich. They thought they won't get rich for doing nothing. They thought they won't get rich for not investing anything. So then they didn't really quit. They just started talking bad about Karatbars, right? But so this here cryptocurrency thing didn't get people rich overnight, but that don't mean it's not going to get you rich. Now, put your ear a little bit closer to your telephone, your cell phones, or your computers, or whatever, right? So Bitcoin. Do you know that the original Bitcoin was created in 2008? Okay, Larry, what was the guy's name? We don't really even know who he is, to be honest with you. But what was his alias? What was his? Or does anybody else know? Anybody know who they call? What the name of the guy that he kind of gave himself a name online because nobody knew who he was. After a couple of years, he finally just came out with what, Larry? I didn't hear you, Larry. You gotta unmute you. Oh, you want to unmute? But anyway, there you go.
Man, you know what? You put me on the spot at the last minute, man. I'm trying to think of his name, but it wasn't him. It was just an alias that he thought of.
Yeah. So Larry, Jalen, you know his name?
Nakisha Nakamoto, something like that, right?
Yeah. Okay. Now, Jalen, you got to back on up, man. You're getting all this noise in my ear. Okay. So anyway, we don't know who he was. It doesn't even matter what the name was because nobody really knows who this guy is. But he created this thing. And then, when he created it in 2008, Larry, what was the value of the coin when he first created that coin?
Oh, man, it was a couple of pennies.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. It was zero. There was no value. It was zero value to the coin because it was just an idea. Remember, it was just an idea. They were trying to get people to accept this thing as a payment system. So what happened is in 2009, they went ahead and launched a site. They launched the first Bitcoin exchange. It was called Bitcoin.com or something. I think it was Bitcoin.com, but it was the first exchange for Bitcoin. And when it first started, when Bitcoin first started being exchanged on that site, Bitcoin was offered at 0.008. Right? But nobody was buying them. They were trading. All the people that was a part of that group was exchanging them, but they couldn't sell them. They couldn't buy nothing with them. right? So for 2 years, from 2008 to 2010, right? No, one guy tried to auction some off. He tried to auction 10,000 of them off in early 2010, right? But then in May of 2000, but nobody would buy them. He couldn't even auction 10,000 Bitcoins off. Nobody would buy them, right? But then in 2010, I think it was May 2010, we had that guy that said, okay, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'm going to offer you 10,000 Bitcoins if you buy me 2 pizzas. And he finally got a guy to do it. This guy was he was overseas somewhere in Germany or somewhere like that. And he got a guy in Jacksonville, Florida to buy 2 pizzas from Papa John's in Jacksonville, Florida, and have them delivered to the guy. Well, the guy who did it was, I think, in Germany, but he had the pieces delivered to the guy who gave him the Bitcoin, had them deliver the coin to the pieces to his house in Jacksonville, Florida, right? So he gave that guy, once the pieces got there, he exchanged 10,000 Bitcoin from his account to that guy's account. You know how much those coins was worth in 2010? 10,000 coins? He gave that guy 10,000 coins in 2010, and they were worth $10. Because they was being offered at that point in time, and then you guys can check the history out. I did my homework on this thing. At that point in time, the Bitcoin was only worth 1/10 of a cent. 1/10 of a cent. And then so what he did, he offered that guy 1 cent per coin, and then they said it was worth about $10, 10,000 coins. Now that was in 2010. Now they said in 2013. If the guy that he gave those coins to in 2013, if they would have held onto those coins, just those 10,000 coins, if they would have held onto those 10,000 coins, those 10,000 coins that was worth only $10 in 2010 would have been worth $750,000. $750,000. But people don't get it, you know. In 2010, the coin wasn't even worth a penny. But in 2013, they were worth, I think the price had gone up. I'll show you. Matter of fact, just hold on. You guys don't believe me, but I'm gonna show it to you. I want you guys to, I want to show you. I want to show you this chart right here. Larry, let me share my screen real quick, okay? I get so excited, I almost forgot to share my screen. But I'm doing this because I want people to understand, you know, and if you, okay, so anyway, in 2009 to 2010, let me move this out the way. I don't know if y'all can see. Let's see how you move this thing here, Jay.
I can see your screen.
Okay. So in 2009 to 2010, they said the Bitcoin was worth basically nothing. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
And then in 2010, March of 2010, that's when they went on the exchange. They were worth 3/10 of a penny. 3/10 of a penny. Larry, about a week or so ago, how much was our KBC coins worth?
About 2/10 of a penny.
Yeah, and it went up to, well, when they went up to 3/10 of a penny, boy, we almost doubled our investment. They went up to 3/10 of a last week. Late last week, we were exchanging Bitcoin for our KBC coins at 3/10 of a penny, right? Now just remember that 3/10 of a penny, y'all. Remember that. That's what they were about a week ago. This is what Bitcoin was worth in 2010. Now you guys can look this up yourself, but let's go all the way down to 2013. The reason why those coins went from $10 to $750,000. Look at this right here, 2013. 11 April 2013, Bitcoin made the biggest drop. Man, look at that change. It went from December 2012 from $13 to 11 April 2013. It went all the way up to $266. And they said they were seeing a 5 to 10% daily growth in 2013. So 10,000 coins went from being worth $10 to $750,000. Now, what would have happened if this guy would have held on to those coins till 2017? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. So look at this. Bitcoin in 2013, it went all the way up to 1,242. Now, yes, it is an up and down. It kind of like the stock market, you know, but it's unlike the stock market. I mean, Bitcoin could go all the way to zero. And trust me, if you had 100,000 Bitcoins and the value of Bitcoin went all the way to zero, Larry, how much is your Bitcoin worth?
Yeah, is that a trick question?
Well, no, no, because no, if you had 10,000 Bitcoin, the value went to zero. How much was your Bitcoin, your 10,000 Bitcoins, how much would they be worth?
Well, it depends on KBC because I'm sending mine
No,
over.
no. I'm talking about your Bitcoin. How much would your Bitcoin be worth?
Zero.
Dale, how you doing, brother? Do you agree with Larry that if I had 10,000 Bitcoins and the value went all the way down to zero, the value my 10,000 Bitcoins wouldn't be worth nothing?
Zero.
No. So Larry gonna talk about arbitrage a different day. But for today, we're talking about Bitcoin being the value dropping all the way down to zero. The Bitcoins be worth nothing. Am I right?
Right.
But now, Larry, now let's talk about KBC. What if the value of KBC went all the way down to zero? Would my KBC coins be worth nothing?
Oh, no, it still has value because I can convert my coins to gold.
What?
Yes, sir.
Because of that promise that Karatbars has made us, they said that our coins are backed by physical gold. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And he said that you could take 100 coins. This was last year, that you could take 100 of our coins and exchange it for 1 gram of gold. What is it this year, Dale? Do you remember?
75.
Larry, is he right?
Yeah, he's right.
I bet Glenn and Lois know. I bet Glenn knows. I bet Glenn can attest. Can anybody else out there attest? Can y'all agree that Karatbars says that if you have coins, you can exchange today your value to 1 gram of gold is 75 coins per 1 gram of gold. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get back to where I was at. So with Bitcoin over here, Bitcoin was worth basically nothing in 2009. You see it right there, right? Only 3/10 of a penny in 2010. In 2013, it jumped all the way up from $350 to $1,242 per coin. Per coin. Can anybody do the math? Can anybody tell me how much that? Remember that guy bought 2 pieces for how many coins, Larry?
10,000.
He bought 2 pieces for 10,000 Bitcoins back in 2010. Larry, if those coins went up to, let's see what it said right there, $1,242 per coin. How much did he pay in 2013? How much would those pieces would have cost him?
A whole lot.
10,000 Bitcoins multiplied by $1,242. That's a whole lot of money.
It's enough to make me pass out.
Okay, let me give you guys another example. I gave my nephew and my wife this example last night. There was a guy in 2011. Let's go back up here to 2011 I think. Well, it don't show it on this chart right here. But in 2011, before this hit right here, in February 2011, Bitcoin was worth, well, I think, yeah, there it is up there. So it was before it went up to $1 in February, Bitcoin was worth 31 cents a coin. 31 cents a coin. There was a guy who bought 100 coins. He bought $100 worth of coins when they was at 31 cents. Y'all hear me? You might want to write this down, but he bought 100 coins. He bought $100 worth of coins at 31 cents. He ended up getting 333 coins for $100. For $100. And in 2000, I believe it was 2013, when these coins went up to 1,200 or whatever the case may be. But in his coins that he bought for $100, his $100 investment in 2013 became $6,600,000 and some thousand for a $100 investment. I think I could wait. Matter of fact, no, I'm sorry, that was in 2017 when that happened. 2017. He bought them in 2011. He held on to them for 6 years. His $100 investment went from $100 in 6 years to $6 million.
Hold on, Al. So we can work 5 full-time jobs and still can't earn that much.
Man, you could work, shoot, you could work, oh my God, yeah. But now check this out. So the reason why, because in 2000, so I showed y'all the chart up to 2017, but look what happened to Bitcoin in 2017, people, in December of 2017. Can y'all see that? Can you see that down there? Larry says 17 December 2017. Can you read that number right there, Larry?
Oh, someone's in the way. December 17, 17 December?
Yep.
$19,783.06.
So that guy bought 100 coins, which was 333 coins. I think they said he had. So I'm gonna do it. Y'all can do the math on your calculator. 333 coins, and you multiply that by the 1,978. No, I'm sorry, 19,780. I can't even think right because it just don't, man. You just can't fathom that. Yeah. So that's $6,587,000 for just $100 investment, right? And people paid $150 for a bronze package and got 1,175 coins, and they complaining that they ain't made no money, and they don't understand that they might be sitting on shoot, ain't no telling, because we don't know what the value of our coin is going to be, because Bitcoin was backed by absolutely nothing. It was backed just an idea, right? It's backed by nothing. The value can go absolutely to zero, right? But Bitcoin today, can anybody tell me what Bitcoin is worth today? What's the value of Bitcoin today? Don't about it. I can tell you on one exchange. Check this out, y'all. Y'all didn't know.
625 on where you are right now.
Okay. So Larry said it was worth what?
$7,625.
Wow. And that's on what exchange is that, Larry?
That's on Caribit.
Y'all know what Caribit is? Some of y'all might not even know what Caribit is. But Caribit is our own exchange. This is our exchange, people. This is where we go, and Larry and I and the rest of, and a lot of other people on this call, we get Bitcoin from other places. Like if you go to your Cash App, you can go to your Cash App today. I can just show you right now that on your Cash App.
Oh, I can tell you, it's $7,297.52.
There you go. So right now on Cash App is $7,297.61. But right here on our own exchange, we can get Bitcoin. We get Bitcoin for $7,880.
Hold on, but Al, listen, brother. Hey, you know, things kind of tight on the wallet right now, man. I don't have $7,000 to drop on Bitcoin.
Well, you know what? You don't really have to. What I could do, you know what you do, Larry, you and I do, and we teach people to do, okay? And we always, like I told my nephew last night, I told him, look, man, you know, that man spent $100. Do you think that broke the bank? We don't know, because he could have been homeless. But if he wasn't homeless and if he just had a regular job, how many people on here today, on this call today, could afford to spend $100? If you can afford to spend $100 a day, well, I'm gonna give you two options. If you can afford to spend $100 a day and you bought yourself $100 worth of Bitcoin on Cash App, let Larry and I show you how to arbitrage that and make you some money right off the bat. But if you don't have $100 to spend today, if you don't have $100 today, you need to get with Larry and I and let us show you how to truly do carrot bars, because you need this just like I do. I need carrot bars because I need that, you know, third or fourth or fifth stream of income, you know, because when they shut down one stream of income for me, I don't want to be stuck and then be desperate trying to find out how I can make more money, you know, or we sitting here waiting for the government to send me some money. Okay, but let's go on down. I brought this chart up for a reason, because do y'all know what this line right here is? What is that line right there, Larry?
KBC to USD.
So what is it? How much is our coin worth today, right now?
Man.
Can you see it?
Yeah. This is crazy, Al.
So last week, okay, look, y'all. So down here, this tells you the 24-hour low. So within the last 24 hours, our coin, remember Bitcoin back in 2000, and I say what, 2010, it was trading, it was selling at 0.3 of a cent. Well, here's ours just above 0.3 of a cent. And before that, last week, it was at about 0.2, like 2.9 tenths of a penny. And then it went up to like 0.3. And then yesterday, it went up to about within the last 24 hours, it was about 0.37 of a cent. And right now, today, it's all the way up to 49 almost a half of a cent. And y'all say, why y'all so excited about that? Well, you got to remember, we got these coins for basically nothing. Remember when Bitcoin was worth basically nothing? Well, we got these coins, and I'm gonna tell you, I got more than 333 coins. I got a little bit more. What do you think? What do you think, Dale? You got a few more coins than 333?
I'll have a little over 1,000.
Just a little over, right? So even when we got them just about 2 weeks ago, they was at 1/10 of a cent. So you mean to tell me, Larry, that our money has grown over 200, 300% over the last 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
So again, people, I'm just trying to show you, and I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing because, again, this is what we try to. This is the reason why we're trying to teach you guys. We want to teach you guys, how this works, right? We can't do it on a call, this one particular call right here. Now, probably next week, we will go through some slides and show you how these multiple packages work, where you can accumulate free gold. Wait, I don't think y'all heard me. I don't think y'all heard me, because I said you can accumulate free gold, and you can accumulate free, what they call E-points. You know how when you go to, I tell y'all all the time, you go to Speedway, or you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and all you do is just sign in. Lexi, you know about B-dubs, don't you? Because Lexi, I can tell you right now, that girl know about some B-dubs. That's my daughter. She loves some B-dubs. She loves to eat. Don't she, James Hood? Yeah, but every time you go there and you just sign in, you get free 200 points. And then when you accumulate, the more points you accumulate at B-dubs, I showed my nephew and my wife the other day, you get rewards. I go to my Buffalo Wild, and I got the app right on my phone. I go to my Buffalo Wild Wing app, and I can look at my rewards, and I can see, man, look at what I've accumulated. I've accumulated some, I could get myself a free wing dinner. I can get myself a free dessert. I can get myself, I got all this stuff that I can get, right? And Carrot Bars, you accumulate free gold, people. You accumulate these E-points that you can buy. Y'all like technology, right? You can if you get enough of them, you can buy this block over voice chain phone. It's a cell phone. The most secure cell phone. You're talking about security. A lot of people nowadays, they're worried about security because, remember, even the Zoom meetings, they started to update the security because people were starting to ambush their calls and do all kind of crazy stuff, right? Well, not only do we have a blockchain voice over cell phone, which is the most secure in the world, we also have a voice over blockchain computer, don't we, Larry?
That's right. Yes, sir.
And the claims are that it's the most secure computer out there, laptop computer out there. You can actually.
No, so sorry, Al, but hey, listen, did you guys, I don't know if you guys are friends with Ovidio or not, Ovidio Toma. Ovidio Toma is the guy who built our Caribbean platform, who's taken over, with our coins and everything, and our blockchain. This guy has a challenge out to anybody who can crack the code or hack into the computer, the laptop that we got.
Yeah.
It's like, if you know somebody got computer skills, bring them on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They give, I think it's like $1 million reward or something like that.
They got a whole lot of money on it.
If you can crack that thing, if you can crack it, anybody who got them skills, hey, tell them to give me a call. We'll split it. Yeah, because I'll tell you right now, they that's how much they believe, and they, in that computer is that, being the most secure computer system out there. But anyway, you can accumulate enough points e-points to get, stuff like that. And then we have our own little world, carrot world that we're creating, where like people like Larry, who has his own t-shirt shop, online. I have my own online business that I'm creating with my basketball organization. We're going to open up our own store, and people can go on there and they can purchase my products with our coins, with our KBC coins, or with our cash gold, or with Bitcoin. We have our own market where you can make money, right? You also can accumulate those, and you can use those e-points in Carrot World to buy products in somebody's store in our Carrot World. And you can also accumulate enough of those things to get your own ATM. I'm sorry, no, it's not an ATM. It's called a CEM, where our ATMs don't kick out like US dollars. Our ATMs kick out what, Larry?
Gold.
They kick out cash gold, kick out paper. I mean, gold that you can go and exchange for goods and services. Okay. So anyway, we will teach you guys that if you keep plugging in. We will teach you, how to make money in Carrot Bars right now, if that's what you want to do. But the reason why I showed you guys this stuff tonight is because we want you to understand a lot of you are buying your gold, and that's good. Keep buying your gold, but don't go try to take your gold and trade it in and sell it right now. There's a lot of gold dealers out there who are out of gold because people have been buying it up left and right, or some of these gold companies, they're out of gold because people have been saying, give me my gold, because they've been buying gold and they store the gold for them. People ain't going to those, hey, I want my gold, because they want their gold in their hand, right? Some of them need to cash their gold in because of the times, if that's what you want to do, if you got enough. Some of you don't have no gold, so you ain't got nothing to trade in. Some of us got some gold, but I'm not letting my gold go because the value is just constantly going up, right? But with this cash gold that we're accumulating, people, I'm telling you right now, I will be using some of that cash gold, because I could take some of my cash gold, not messing with my gold that I have, my gold cards. I wish I had one in my hand, but I don't have one right now. It's downstairs. Larry, okay, yeah, big money Larry there. See, he got security guards and a big old booby traps outside of his house, so he can carry his gold with him. See, that's a 5 gram card right there. Those cards right there is what we save in. Show it to him again. I don't think Hood saw it. You see that? You see that right there? That's real gold. That's what is that, 2.5 gram right there, Larry?
2.5, brother.
Okay, that's a 5 gram. He had a 2.5 gram, and we have 1 gram cards that we save. We save those cards, but then we got cash gold that we can leave in our wallets online, and we can exchange that. We can move the cash gold to what we call our Carrot Pay. You guys, everybody heard of PayPal, right? So you know how you can put money from your bank account into your PayPal account. We do the same thing here. We can take some of our gold and put it into our Carrot Pay account, and we can actually use that, or we can transfer some. The card is not out there yet, but it's coming. We got Larry showed you guys a little debit card that we got coming out here pretty soon, but you can exchange some of that or move some of that to your card, and you can use that at grocery stores, at restaurants, at the gas station. You can use it anywhere you want, right? So we're teaching you guys how to use the system. And the reason why you want to use the system is because it's going to put more money in your pocket. You're a Carrot Bars affiliate. And the more we use our own, we got almost 1 million people in our organization, people. 1 million people. So all the naysayers out there, I can see if there was like 100,000 people, you might be able to fool about 100,000 people. But I don't think you're going to be able to fool 1 million people. Everybody talking about that Carrot Bar stuff don't work. Well, it don't work for you if you don't work it. No, it's not going to work. Let me ask you something. James Hood, you on the call, right?
Yes, sir.
James Hood is this guy. I'm gonna tell you. So I coach this kid, man. Larry tell you all the time. I got kids all around the world that's traveled all around the world. They started right here in Hardin County, Kentucky. And man, I met these kids when they were little kids, young guys. He was a young man, awesome young man. You knew back then he was gonna be somebody special. I know his dad. His dad's a hardworking guy, and he's taking after his dad. But James Hood, don't you go around like you got your own like little contracts and stuff where you clean buildings and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he owned like a nightclubs and stuff like that, man. But let me ask you something, James. You're an entrepreneur. If you don't go to work and clean those buildings, will you get paid?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, so
you fired.
when you was at that club, when you was running that nightclub, you had your own nightclub and stuff. Did you just go to the club and just show up and didn't have to do no advertising, nothing like? I mean, did you have to do some work, or did you just?
I had to do some work.
Had to do some work. Does anybody know of any nightclubs or any businesses that's failed or just? I mean, they had. I mean, like, I tell you what. Anybody heard of Logan's Steakhouse? What is it called? Logan's Roadhouse?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a steakhouse. Lexi said, yeah, I heard of it. But Logan's Roadhouse, it's just like Texas Roadhouse, except for right now, I just got a news break a couple of days ago that Logan's Roadhouse is shutting down all of its restaurants.
Mm.
In Kentucky, all 3 of them shut down, I think, last week.
Oh, wait a minute. So when you say shut down, are you talking about just for this time right now because of COVID-19? And then once COVID-19 is over, they're going to open their doors back up to the customer? Or are you talking about shutting down?
Okay, so here's what they said. They shut down. Well, first they said they fired all the employees and they shut down. So what do you think they're getting ready to start doing?
Shut down.
Yeah. And they said they're not sure that even after this is over with, that they're going to be able to open their doors again. And that's a huge restaurant, right? But I'm saying that, so so Texas Roadhouse, my nephew, Jalen, he's on the call. He works at Texas Roadhouse. Right now, you know, they're laid off. They got a few people, you know, working there because they do like the drive-through thing, right? But most of them are laid off. But he works at Texas Roadhouse in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. And right across the street, Larry, you know what I'm talking about, there's another a steakhouse, and they say they got the world's #1 barbecue. Now, let me ask you this, Larry. You've been to Texas Roadhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the place right across the street from it, what's it called? What's it called, Jalen? I don't even know
Outlaw?
the name.
Is it
Outlaw?
Outlaw?
There you go. It's Outlaw. See, we had to think about it. Right? But it's a steakhouse, isn't it? And they say they got the best barbecue in the world, right? But when you go to Texas Roadhouse, you look right across the street from Outlaw. I mean, it's right across the street. Have you ever been there and that parking lot was like full and crowded?
So let me just say this, Al. I've never been there. I pass by it all the time going to Texas Roadhouse. I've never eaten there.
Never eaten there. So my thought is, if it does, again, just like with Carrot Bar, like I'm telling you guys before, we got 1 million people not 1 million, about 900-something thousand people in Carrot Bars. And only about 200,000-300,000, maybe about 200,000 of them are actually doing anything and making money because they are actually working the business. They took a great business plan and they're putting in the work. They're putting it to work. They're using it and they're making money, right? So that's why we know it's a great business plan, because there's people actually making money with it, right? Texas Roadhouse and that Outlaw place, they got great business plans, but it's something about that Outlaw place that's just not right. They're not making any money. I mean, they're making money, but nothing. Texas Roadhouse, when you go there, you can hardly ever go there and just walk straight in and get seated. There's at least a 25. I mean, they had 2 or 3 hour wait lists to get into Texas Roadhouse. There's people that won't leave Texas Roadhouse and just go right across the street to Outlaws and get supposed to be the same kind of food.
And I'm one of them. One of them.
So if you wanted to, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a Texas Roadhouse, or do you want to be an Outlaw? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be an Outlaw restaurant? Do you want to have a bunch of people waiting for you to teach them how to run your own business? You know, teach them how to make money in Carrot Bars? Or do you want to just be one and say, hey, we're open, and then you're looking over here at me, Larry and Dale, Glenn and Tanker and Jalen. You just looking at us saying, man, they got lucky. They got in early. No, we didn't. I got in 2015, and the Carrot Bar started in 2011. We wasn't one of the fortunate ones that got in first. Matter of fact, it's something that got in before Larry, 4 years before Larry and I did, that ain't making no money because they working their business just like that outlaw business is working. I'm working my business like Texas Roadhouse. I'm trying to make money because I got a purpose. I have a reason why I'm trying to make money. I want to make money because I got things that I want to be able to help people. I got a gym that I got to be. I coach hundreds of kids every single year. Every single year. James, you know it. Larry, you know it. Most of you guys on here, y'all know what I do, right? I've been doing this since 2002. I don't have a building yet. You know why I don't have my own gym yet, Larry?
Why?
I've been doing it the way that everybody else told me to do it. Work that job, work your 9 to 5, right? Save your money, and boy, you'll be able to fulfill all your dreams. I did that for 20 plus years. I've been doing it as a real estate agent for a doggone 18 years. So for 38 years, I've been doing what the people told me was the right thing to do, right? You know how close I am to building that gym by doing what they told me to do after 18 years of doing this right here?
How close?
Shoot, I'm almost like that one company I just told you, the Logan Roadhouse. They're ready to close the doors. I'm getting ready to close the doors on it. I'm about like that Babyface song. Baby, we shutting down the doors. We, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we going out of business. You know what I'm saying? Because I would listen to the wrong people because I was doing what everybody else in the world was doing. We were doing it right. We all did. It's not that we were doing anything wrong. We were doing what we were taught to do. And people are afraid to listen to these billionaires and these people who own businesses that make millions and millions of dollars every year. They don't want to listen to them because they think that all those people, they rob people to, you know, they had a good work ethic. They had a good business plan and they followed it, right?
Savings accounts never made millionaires.
That's right, right. You can't sit on the couch and well, you can nowadays. You can sit on the couch and become a millionaire, but you still got to put the work in.
That's right.
You got to put the work in, you know. So again, man, thank you for letting me share again, Larry. You know, I get fired up, man, and but I just tell you, you know, that people, like Larry told you at the beginning of the call, you have to start looking into your Caribbean accounts. Don't just look at them. Figure out how to get those coins now. Don't just look at them because they ain't worth. Remember, Bitcoin I'm not even gonna show y'all the screen again. You guys got to remember what I told you. In 2009, Bitcoin was worth what? Basically nothing. Bitcoin today is worth over $7,000, almost $8,000 today. Bitcoin in 2017 was almost 20,000. It was 19,781 cents per coin. And there were people that was buying them when they were worth basically nothing.
Yeah. And
people was laughing at them in 2009 and talking about them. But in 2017, those same people was like I was one of those people. Remember, Larry, I told you. In 2007, I said, man, this dude told me about Bitcoin in 2009, 2010. And he told me, I thought he was telling me that each coin was $100. No, you know what he was telling me, Larry? He said, buy you $100 worth. I thought the man was crazy. I thought he was crazy. But if I would have did remember I told the dude that bought $100 worth of Bitcoin in 2011? If I would have bought them in 2009, when he told me to, they would have been even cheaper than 31 cents. I would have made more money than that man did in 2013.
Tanker got approached when they were 5 cents and didn't get any. If
I got any of my family on the call, they would tell you what I told them a couple of years ago when I went to Oklahoma. I sent them a text message and I told them that a guy told me this. I said, and I thought the man was stupid. I said, man, you crazy. And he said, no, you're the one that's crazy. You know, he said, no, the joke's on you, right? But I said, but when I found out about this here Bitcoin, about this here cryptocurrency, I said, no, you fooled me once, but you ain't gonna fool me again.
That's right. That's right, brother.
I won't be the fool this time. Anyway, thank you, Larry. Man, go ahead and close us out. Everybody, thank you for jumping on the call tonight. Miss Danita, how you doing, lady? I'm glad you was able to jump on. Danita is, go ahead, Danita.
Hey, I was cooking and I got lost into the spaghetti, so I'm sorry. I just looked at my phone, seeing you text me. I said, oh God, I missed the call.
All right, it's all good. Miss Danita is a brand new affiliate. She joined the team about a week and a half ago. So welcome to the team, Danita.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a part of our team, and I tell you what, I'm excited about teaching and helping you grow because she got some big ideas too, Larry. She got some big dreams, brother.
Awesome, good, love it.
It ain't for me though. They for the people. It ain't just for me. People.
Well, that's why I invited you to the team because that's what we all do. We got our dream. It's not just about us. It's about helping other people, and that's everybody that's on this call tonight. I promise you, they think just like you. That's the reason why they're a part of this team.
Building generational wealth.
That's right.
That's why I'm here.
Yes, sir.
For my daughter, 20 years from now. What I invest in now, I want her to reap the benefits of 20 years from now.
There you go.
That's right.
So, I know it's not going to be a fast dollar, and I have no thoughts about making money right now, today, ASAP. Which I know this, depending on how much work I put in, I could possibly do so. But I want to make sure that I'm able, that I'm ensuring that my daughter's going to have something waiting for her, 15, 20, 25, 30 years from now. That I made those investments now, and they pay off 30 years from now. So,
hey, y'all, I just got to give this guy a shout out again. Hey, I just wanted y'all to know that my daughter there in North Carolina, she sponsored that dude right there.
Awesome. Hey, I got to give a couple shouts out, man, to my boy Reggie from Ohio is on. Good to see him. Al, we talked to Reggie. Remember that night we was fishing? Me and you, Jalen, Elijah. Yeah, we talked to Reggie that night. Reggie's on. And then I have to give a shout out to my boy Poncho. I got to give a shout out to Poncho. Poncho sent me, he left me I don't know if he's on tonight or not, but he left me a voicemail. He left me a voicemail today, man. And I'm telling you, man, it was just so powerful, and it was just so touching. And just to hear his, how genuine he was in his voice, man, just really hit me today, man. And that really, again, made me realize why I do what we do. But I appreciate you, Poncho. Love you, brother, man. By the way, he's in Oklahoma. But it's
representing the OKC, the 405, baby.
It was good just to get a voicemail from him today, man, and it just good to hear.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tanker got his hand raised. Go ahead, Tanker.
I'm gonna call you when we get off this call so you can tell my sister about it so she could join my team.
That's awesome. What's up. We got you.
Awesome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Tanker?
Hey, I got a question as far as the mining process. Maybe I got something kind of cloudy, but when you go and sign up for the mining process, do they take out the coins every week on Saturdays or something like that? And if so, do they? Where do you go to see to track the gold that they put in your account?
You're talking about gold mining?
Yeah.
Gold mining? Yeah. No, we should have that turned off, Tanker.
It's turned off?
No, we shouldn't activate it. If you have it activated, deactivate it.
Okay.
Yeah, Tanker, and the reason why he's saying that, and we'll talk to you a little bit more about that in debt.
Okay, well, hit me up. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, deactivate it, man, Tanker, because what we thought is not exactly the way it works. You really want to have your downline because what you accumulate gold for your downline with a gold miner. And like I said, we'll tell you a little bit more about that in detail. When we get, maybe we'll do a Zoom and Larry and I can kind of explain to you how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely want to deactivate that as soon as you can.
Okay, it's done.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Dale. What you got, brother?
I got a question for Al. I have a phone. A while ago, we asked who was able to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin.
Yes, sir.
And transform over to KBC.
Yes, sir.
But I ain't able to get 100, but I understand 2.
Yeah. Hey, well, check this out, people. I'm gonna tell you something. You don't even if you have $10.
Oh wait, he's talking about $200.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay.
Hey, Dale ain't no joke. I know what Dale talking about. He like me. I tell you right now. You know, because I'm not greedy, guys. But our coin may not get up to $20,000. Or if it does, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I put myself in position to, if these coins just, well, I'm not gonna say if, when these coins get up to just $1, we're gonna be set for the rest of our lives, just at $1.
Amen.
You know, well, because I'm gonna be able to get my gym, I'm gonna be able to open up my Real Talk shop. Larry and I are gonna be, man, I just tell you right now, we got dreams, and our dreams, just like Miss Danita said over there, we gonna put so many people on the map because of what we're going to be able to do for them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but Dale, yes, sir, you could do 200 on yeah, we could definitely. You know, my guy Big Al right there. Hey, Big Al, I tell you what, Big Al, tell him how much he bought Bitcoin about 3 weeks ago on Cash App, and he still got them on Cash App. Big Al, tell him how much your Bitcoin, the $100 worth of Bitcoin that you bought 3 weeks ago, how much is it worth today?
About $132 right now.
So he made $32 in 3 weeks just by, and he didn't lose his money. He put his money, he just exchanged $100 for Bitcoin on his Cash App, which is still sitting there. And then he looks at it 3 weeks later. He didn't do nothing.
Nope.
He did absolutely nothing. Just sat there, and how much? About 132?
About $132. It went up to 137 the other day.
Yeah. Right? Now, he could take those coins and move them on over to Caribit, but we got to work with his Caribit account. We got to get in there and get with Caribit and work with his Caribit account. But we're going to get that squared away. But he took those coins and he can move them over to Caribit and make even more money on them. Jalen.
Al, is that better than Big Al?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's him. That's
Well,
Big Al.
man, all right. Don't lay that hat down. You're going to miss it.
No, sir. No, sir.
So anyway, people, I just tell you, man, we get excited. And if anybody else got anything to say real quick, because, you know, we get excited to talk about this thing here because I love this team, man. This team is awesome. You guys show up every week and you guys allow us to share with you guys. You guys are the ones that we love because you guys come here. And there's a few other ones that's not here tonight that I know why they're not here and they couldn't be here, but they reach out and they watch the recordings. And oh yeah, by the way, I started putting our recordings on YouTube. So when I send them out, right, so that we can start getting, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you go to our YouTube channel, and when I send it out, I send out the link for YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel and like the channel, and like the video, and then subscribe to the channel. And when you share it, you can share the video with your friends, right? Now, some of them you don't want to share because it's just our team. Like if it's just us talking like we are tonight, I won't share those on YouTube, but I will share them with the group. But the ones where we're showing a little bit about how to make the money and stuff like that, if you want to share that with your friends and family or whoever, you can share that video from YouTube, let them go there and like and subscribe to it, right? The more people we get on there, man, I'm telling you, YouTube will be your friend. It will be your friend. Now, when you do share it, all I'm telling you is learn how to add your link. Everybody on here that's in Karatbars have your own referral link, have your own downloadable link. If you get into your back office, if you're part of my team, I can show you how to do it if you don't know how to do it, but you just copy and paste your link when you share the video and just paste it on there, share the video, and people can actually go to your link and sign up to be on your team, But yeah, definitely want to share the videos and get people to our YouTube channel so that we can start getting more people involved in Karatbars.
Awesome. Man, I appreciate this call. I appreciate you guys. Awesome. Let's keep doing it. Remember, don't let your Caribit account be dormant. Make it active. Get in there, do some trading. Let's keep doing this thing, man. It is absolutely amazing. 5 years, and I love it. Hadn't punched a time clock in over 2 years now. Have not punched a time clock in over 2 years. And I love it. Lois, tell Glenn that I spoke with Nancy Ann a couple of days ago in April. All right, y'all.
Okay.
I'm done. Love it.
That's right, Tanker. God is good all the time.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
All right, Al. I'm finished.
All right, guys. Y'all
Larry,
take care, man.
Al, you guys take care. It was great
All right,
as
Big-
always.
All right, Big Al.
God
Good
bless
night,
you,
y'all.
Larry.
Stay safe.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
God bless y'all. Stay safe.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.